What up, what up, what up? It's your boy LQ, Mr. Real Deal Fantasy HQ. You see the face, you know the case, but you are back again for another great edition of the Sick Podcast Rams Recap. I have a special guest coming on today. And listen, man, I think the universe just kind of pulled this one together because I just keep running into this guy. But we'll get into that in this episode. But please, Sammy, hit the intro.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. Rams Recap with Laquan Jones.
They rush forward. Throw to Burford. He's hit. He's hit. He's sacked. He throws it away. He flings it away on fourth down. Aaron Donald got there, and you can build that man's statue out SoFi Stadium right now. The greatest of all time on defense does it in the biggest moment of Super Bowl 56.
The sickest Los Angeles Rams podcast. It's gonna be sick.
Listen, this episode is about to be epic. Now, you might have heard his voice on ESPN LA 710 or Between the Horns with JB Long and Maurice Jones-Drew, my guy, fellow co-worker over at the NFL Network. And you might be seeing his morning walk videos right now to get your tail up. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, D'Marco Farr.
Mr. Quan, what's up, brother?
Yo, what's up, brother? Look.
Nothing. No, we don't run into each other. Like, if I ran into you, that would be bad. We keep seeing each other at the grocery store, right? Come on.
Yeah.
I got to protect the image now. If
Yes.
you run into me, it's going to be bad for you.
Absolutely. I understand that 100%. I am a short king. My ribs will crumble. But, man.
I'm right there with you. We're in the land of giants. But, come on. I got some teammates I got a rep to protect.
Oh, my God, man. It's so good to see you, man, and you taking the time to come on the pod. But, dude, it's training camp. The guys are back outside, man. The energy is high. You're starting to hear Rams fans outside and proud. And listen, we're pumping our chests out there, man.
Yeah.
What are the vibes going on over there, man? Let us know.
The vibe is good, and it makes me nervous. I'm one that likes to overcome. I like to be doubted, so I can say I showed you. But morale is high, man. I mean, it's an exciting time to be a Rams fan. The team seems to be real excited about their prospects for the season. I guess, this has been, since 2018, the most continuity they've had as far as coordinators, where they're not onboarding or switching signal callers or whatnot. So they're hitting the ground running. And when you consider how they finished the year, when they shook the foundations of the Philadelphia Eagles and almost had them, they felt pretty good about that. So they took that feeling and it rolled into training camp. So this is a great way to start. This is hard to manufacture, but it's here. I think they understand what's at stake, and I think they feel they're confident in the team they have to go out and accomplish that mission.
Yeah, man, like it feels really, really good to be outside to be a Rams fan right now, and the excitement level is to the roof. And man, you guys just dropped some reveals of the uniforms, the rival uniforms, man. I mean, they looking clean, but listen, we ain't going to get a first look until August 28th. Like,
really? Okay. Wait, are you a uni guy? Are you into the uniforms?
I am into the uniform. A color rush me up, man.
Are you really?
Yes, I want the yellows back. Bring the yellows back.
All I care about is the green, the white, and the goalpost. I mean, that's cool. I mean, I love it. I love it that it gets people all fired up. I mean, but the one thing I would hate is you like unveil new uniforms and go out there and lose.
Right. Got with some games now. Right. Got with some games now in these things. Don't build the curse like the Chargers did.
Right.
Like we don't want to be over there. We want to be on the right track with hitting the ground running. But the midnight mode unis, man, I feel like we want the all black, like we want a blackout, but there's a small crowd out there that thinks that maybe dark blue might look a little better. I mean, what you got for us? Did you get a sneak peek? Like you got some, you seen a little bit of it?
I've seen some of the mocks. I saw them a long time ago. So I knew, before they made the announcements, and anything is cool with me. See, I come from the other end of fashion. I have to be told what looks good. You know what I mean? And I might wear some stuff that people are like, bro, what you doing? I'm like, what happened?
I look good.
I mean, I like it. I thought every team had like an alternate color, or when they have that black jersey. I thought that was always cool. That's going back to childhood. So I think those things are cool. It gets people all fired up, and whatever makes you feel good, hopefully makes you play good. So if it makes Jared Verse go crazy, good. Put it on him. We need that. Yeah.
VA, we need him getting there. But man, working the dark, shine in the light. There is some excitement behind the uniforms. I really hope that we get that midnight mode, but there's even more storyline to this. It's the team that it's attached to, and it's the Seahawks. And I feel like this is going to be the main kind of storyline, a strong storyline, because there's a little bit of history over there now where they're sitting with Cooper Kupp, and the jersey reveal is week 11. This is the first meeting, the first reuniting. This is the Cooper Kupp revenge game. You know, the folks that like to call that.
Yeah.
Man, like, what is this the number one game that is circled on the calendar for you?
It's up there. It's very impactful because it is Cooper Kupp and it is Seattle. You know what I mean? It is the Seahawks. There's a lot of heat that comes off that sideline when you go up there to play Seattle. I mean, they really get after you. They are really for the Seahawks and really against you. So there's always heat there. During the Pete Carroll run, during the, Marshawn Lynch beast mode days, the Legion of Boom, all that stuff, that stuff carries on forever. So there's always some heat there. But I'll tell you about with Cooper Kupp going to the Seahawks, and then when they decided to reveal those jerseys, that kind of sets the tone, right? This is not to be a "we miss you" type thing. You may get your love, but after that's over, it's all about ball again, because now the race has begun. Kind of like Goff and Stafford. Right now, the Rams are up. Jared Goff wants that get back. The only way to get it is to get rings. So same with Cooper Kupp. He wants Seattle to be better than the Rams. The Rams don't want to lose to him. So let's up the ante by releasing the uniforms then. So, that tells you what's going on there.
Wow. The building of this is literally giving me like Rock versus Stone Cold. This is like top tier main event, like vibes going into.
Wait, which one's
season.
The Rock? Because
Dwayne Johnson, man. Come on, man. The Rock. No. You got people's eyebrows.
The Rock or is Cooper Kupp?
I mean, look, let's let the folks decide, because it's one of those things where I feel like this is a main event for me on the calendar, because there's so much behind this, because the time that it is in the season, it's the back end of the season.
Yeah,
this is playoff, road to playoff.
He made the heel turn.
Yeah. Seriously, you know what? Yeah, he's the heel. Okay, he's the Rock. He's the heel turn. All right,
there you go.
We got it. We got it. Oh my God, man. So listen, it's so important, man, that we dip and dive into the trenches. And I want to start with Chris Shula, man. I mean, there was an interesting quote that I just seen on the Twitter timelines right now of just McVay embracing the trust and Shula to be himself after that bye, coming out of the bye where the defense was kind of struggling, and like him really tapping in, going back to his John Carroll days and tap into just being himself. And look how strong the back end of this defense is. And you're in the building, man. You just came from practice today. Like, what is the energy around this defense right now as a whole?
Oh my God. It's as loud as Jared Verse is. You've got a good front, a young, talented, very inexpensive defensive front. So I think you need to take advantage of that. I mean, Kobe Turner is big in the mix. I thought Braden Fisk, when he went out versus Philadelphia, I thought that was a big time injury that we didn't really talk about, and it really affected the game. But he's back. He's a guy that's going to be a 10 sack, or at least a guy that can threaten for 10 sacks. But I think you're going to be led by the front. But you remember way back when you got your driver's license, when you went from permit driver, I have to drive with my parents, to your first solo, and how nervous you were on the road. You were 10-2. You were stopping with the burp, looking both ways, and then driving, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with Chris Shula. You became a defensive coordinator. So there's a lot going on. You got to remember and teach and do all this and try to defend what's on the other side of the field. So as the season moved along, the defense got better and better and better, and the trust grew, like the trust in his group. We can get there. We can do this. We can get pressure on the quarterback, so we can do X in the back end. So the minute that trust started to multiply, and it became chemistry. The defense took off. And I do believe this. Had they got past Philadelphia, I think that defense would have become a lockdown defense for the rest of the playoffs. Really, if you would have got through Philadelphia, who else is going to stop you? No one else.
Nobody.
So they were there. They're carrying that. Plus, they're starting this season with total and complete confidence and knowledge of what they can and can't do. So this defense, the way it finished, I think it'll start that way and get better.
Oh my God, that is so good to hear because, man, it is vicious in the trenches. And Chris Shula got to be rubbing his hands like Birdman, picking up Josiah Stewart. Let that boy cook, getting away with Ty Hamilton, and then bringing in Puna Ford to go along with the Avengers on the defensive line. Conductor Kobe Turner, Braden Fisk, a.k.a. Kingpin, and V8 with Byron Young going wild crazy as the Tasmanian devil he is off the edge. Oh my God, the energy just has to be full gas and no brakes. But let's hone in. Let's hone in on V8 real quick, man.
Okay, yeah.
Now, he just went through that old man workout, right? You got to right?
You were there?
Yeah. now that old man kicked out. Oh, man, that kicked his butt. But listen, you got to humble the youngest sometimes, and that's what that moment kind of was.
You know what? I said this. I said right as the season ended, if I was him, I would seek out Aaron Donald. Yeah. I said this right when the season ended. I would seek out Aaron Donald because you are special like him. You are from the same planet. When you hit people with your bull rush or your power rush, they go backwards against their will.
Yeah,
you are something special. So learn how to become better with that. So when he took on Aaron, I laughed my butt off. I did. Good luck with that. Okay.
Yeah.
And sure enough.
Good luck.
Yeah, bro. You came back beat down, but at least you know what it takes to be that good. So he's got it. He's got the motor. He's a leader. I heard this. Les Snead. We were talking about Jared Verse with Les Snead last night. And I said, did you know that he talked this much? Like the dude just won't stop talking. He said, yeah, we knew. And they knew as a staff. And the one thing they wanted to see, if we put him in a pro locker room, who was going to tell him to stop talking, right?
Yeah.
And the only one they came to was the head coach. And they're like, that's what we're looking for. The dude just knows. Like you don't go out thinking, I hope I win in practice today. I hope I win one pass rush. Yeah. He's on the other side. He gets mad when he loses one. That's how you know a guy is special. Right. That's what I'm saying. It's irrational, but that's how he thinks.
So when you got a guy that special to be exposed to what it looks like to get to the guy that you're calling special in Aaron Donald, that greatness to be exposed so early in V8's career, Jared Verse, like the sky is the limit. Like I look at him play in the trenches and I see like his bend where it's like Robert Quinn, where he came out. He didn't really have that loud of a rookie year, but he doubled his production in the second year. And that can be where Jared Verse is because pressure's out the wazoo. And it's like he's going to be disruptive, but he took accountability of what I saw and where he was identifying he needs to finish these sacks. Like he needs to finish and get these sacks and run these numbers up. And he has that special trait of leadership in him. And it's just like, wow, to be this lucky, to be this blessed, actually. The year after the GOAT retires, we get another special player of that trait and cloth, and we get to bring his buddy with him.
Right.
Like Braden Fisk. Like we get to bring the best friends in the trenches. Like, come on. And he had an amazing season before he went out with injury.
Fantastic.
Like, can you talk to me about Fisk in this recovery and the aura that he brings to this roster? Because the guy had 10 sacks. That's not talked about enough. It's not screamed about him doing that.
Yeah, a year ago, it was probably, a year ago. This is OTA's mini camp right before training camp or right at the beginning. We were talking more about Fisk than Verse because Fisk was tearing it up in minicamp. He was tearing it up in OTAs. Legit. So right where the D-line works, it's funny. When I walk onto any football field, I immediately walk to the top left corner because that's where the defensive line always works out. I just feel more comfortable there. So when you go and I'm looking around and I'm like, man, what happened to the field? I thought one of the sleds had dug into the ground when they were dragging it off and it tore up the field. No, That's Fisk. That's how hard he's coming off these edges. That's how hard he's getting
He's
off the
shifting
football.
the earth every time he's
tearing
getting off
up
the line.
earth. Yes, really. So we were talking more about him, and then Verse came out of nowhere. And one more thing about Verse, rookie of the year, right? Defensive rookie of the year with 4.5 sacks.
Yeah.
4.5. I mean,
Crazy.
Anybody who gets a sack in the NFL, more power to you. Toughest thing in the world to do, right? To get to a protected quarterback. 4.5 should not be rookie of the year, right? If you're just looking at stats, you'd say no. When you turn on the tape, oh, hell yeah. There's nobody better at his draft class doing what he's doing.
Oh, my God. Just the unlimited motor, man. Like, that's what I just thrive for. Like, this is like reminding me like back in the days when I look at the trenches and the depth that we have now. Like this brings me back with the Aaron Donald, Michael Brockers, Chris Long, Robert Quinn, all on one line with William Hayes, Eugene Sims, and oh my God, Ethan Westbrook's. Like this is when the depth was there and we just had loose cannons just flying everywhere. That look, as a guy that's from New Jersey, but I was a St. Louis Rams fan, and the defense was all that was exciting to watch. And that's all I cared about because these guys were lighting it up. And I knew we were just so close to getting back on track. And here we are now in present day.
Tradition, it means something. For each team has a different tradition and great players. It is what it is. Like if you go play for the 49ers, you're Joe Montana.
Yeah.
Steve Young, the shadow was big. So here, I remember when I was a rookie coming in, and there'd be pictures of the fearsome foursome everywhere, right? Deacon Jones, the guy who invented sack. So you know where you are. The mark Aaron just left on this game is unbelievable. That's the standard here. Really, if you're not bringing it, it's going to show. So I think they know that. But I'll say this one thing about being in Los Angeles. I think this could be a benefit, and maybe it deserves to be studied, maybe not. Yeah. But with the weather in California, you can practice year round. Yes. And one thing I do know, if you're practicing D-line drills when other people can't, you're going to be a little bit better. So when you're here, take advantage of it. You can be outdoors 24/7. So there's no excuse not to work hard.
Absolutely, man. And look, I want to finish off with you, man, talking about the aura that is in the room with this offense, the football IQ that is just sitting in our locker room with Matthew Stafford, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams in this building. What are your expectations? Like, I hate asking for like a record prediction, but what is the expectations that you could put into words of this offense? Like, where's it going?
Okay, so I'm out at practice yesterday, and this is funny. So my teammates and my friends, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Ricky Prohl, Oz Hakeem. Those are receivers that I see all the time. So it's hard to impress me as a receiver. When I see Devontae Adams go through his paces in practice, when I see him in a game, I do this. I do, because he's just so smooth. Like, wow, did you see how he got out of that break? Did you see how he set that up? It's just you recognize greatness. And Puka is coming along. Puka is learning from him too. Puka is just a force of nature.
Yeah.
And then Matthew Stafford. I do have a problem. I really do. There's so many people that talk about football. Sometimes we lose the plot. Like when you tell me Matthew Stafford isn't a Hall of Fame worthy quarterback.
Oh my.
Right. It stops you, right? Like
what? That's almost fighting words. Like, all right, square up, man. Like what are we doing?
Maybe not fight, but I just feel bad for you. Like, if that's your stance, that's really what we're doing. Okay, so you have a Hall of Fame level quarterback. I mean, one of the elite arm throwers in the game, and a receiver that can get open. So you're going to open the field 53 yards wide and then 100 yards deep. So the entire field just opened up.
Wow.
And you've got Puka Nacua, who's getting better. And you've got Kyron Williams, who, for whatever naysayers say, the dude has great vision, and he can pace the offense, at least keep them honest. So I think the sky's the limit there. But I'm watching all this at practice, and then I turn my gaze to the left, and there's Alec Jackson walking out. And I think the left tackle. And I think there's the key to the whole thing right there. Because if he's not there, or if you have a problem at left tackle, it doesn't matter about anything I just said.
No.
So if he comes back and he ascends to where I think he can be one of the best LTs in the game,
yes,
then I'll go back to my original point. Sky's the limit for this offense.
absolutely, man. I am on board with that. And listen, man, I appreciate you taking the time out of your day and coming to sit with me and have a good time talking ball and Rams. But man, thank you so much.
Wait, that's it?
Oh, I mean,
We
hey,
talked longer at the grocery store.
I'll see you at the grocery store, man. I'll see you this weekend. I'll run into you again.
My man. Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. Anytime back in the season, whatever, man, the door is open. And hey, you are a family of the Good Morning Football as well, man. So hopefully I see you around in the hallways during the season, brother.
Definitely. Early in the morning.
Early. We up early, folks. But man, thank you so
there's
much.
early and then there's y'all.
Yeah, true. Facts. We ain't gonna talk about that. D'Marco, you a fool, man. Thank you so much, brother. All right. Thanks, guys, for watching. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week for another great episode of the Sick Podcast Rams Recap.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Rams Recap with Laquan Jones on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.